Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XDC. And I got a new mic so you all know it's still me doing the videos. Big cheers to XDC Network for their sustainable strides. With over 70 million blocks mined, 500.34 million transactions, and a community of 947,000 plus accounts. They're at the forefront of the eco-friendly blockchain tech. You know, we're just watching things getting going for XDC. It's going to pick up all throughout 2024. You know, anybody still overlooking this cryptocurrency is about to regret it very soon. Crypto's top performers invest in the future with these top gainers in the crypto market, and XDC is one of them. XDC Network has gained prominence with a 9.23% increase in its price over the last 24 hours, accompanied by a trading volume exceeding US $4 million. Positioned as a top gainer, XDC Network is drawing interest from investors looking for opportunities in the ever-evolving crypto landscape. You know what I like about XDC? It's still very undervalued. It's very cheap, and you can stack a whole hell of a lot of it. But the time is running out, and everything's starting to transition now around XDC as well. Zoth, TradeFinex, and Xinfin Official. Zoth concludes successful supply chain financing pilots in Latin America on the XDC network. The pilots used TradeFinex open source smart contract standards and were funded using FXD, fully decentralized stablecoin soft pegged to the US dollar, over collateralized with the XDC token using the Phantom Phi. FXD is primarily focused on real-world assets, DeFi use cases. Zoth featured the potential of obtaining financing by tokenizing real-world assets for its collateralized transactions. With the tokenization of essential supply chain financing, Zoth was able to secure funds for its clients. Fintech offering factoring solutions based out of Colombia. Leading revenue-based financing platform operating in Brazil. This streamlined process resulted in a cash flow of FXD 100K for each institutional client. Total cash flow equaled $200,000. The success underscores the blockchain-powered efficiency of Web3 financing. Once this works in one place and once it's tested, all of a sudden, this is going to start to go live in country after country because we are pushing into the digital age. MLETR plus Fit Alliance. And this is their complete guide. But I want to point out one thing. The current state of EBL adoption in the container industry. So right now, they're concerned about technology, platform, and lack of interoperability. Insufficient adoption by other stakeholders, legal acceptance of EBL. Now, laws are still getting put in place in country after country around digital trade, and everything is still evolving, but it's happening at a faster pace now. And once one country goes live with this, that's it. Every other country will start to go live very quick. That's why I said right now, XDC is undervalued. But as things start to happen at a quicker pace, all of a sudden the price of XDC will rise very fast. And anybody who still doesn't see the big picture with XDC and the trillions of dollars that are going to flow on this network, they're just going to be left behind. While the world eagerly awaits the green light for a Bitcoin ETF, a lesser-known digital asset index, the XDC index, has already secured regulatory approval through its partnership with Vinter. And look at what this partnership opens up. So you see index funds and ETFs, investors can gain exposure to XDC through traditional investment vehicles or easily tradable ETFs mirroring the index performance, derivatives, futures, and options contracts based on the XDC index allow for sophisticated hedging strategies and potential risk mitigation. Structured products, tailored financial instruments built around the XDC index cater to specific investor needs and risk appetites. Crypto index funds, basket-based funds incorporating XDC along other cryptocurrencies offer diversified exposure to the digital asset market. Smart contracts. The index fuels the development of decentralized finance applications with reliable price feeds, and it offers a lot of advantages for institutional investors: reduced risk, diversification, and accessibility. And this is already put in place for XDC. This could be adopted at a very fast pace because it puts XDC ahead of the rest, giving regulatory seal of approval. And people are so focused on those Bitcoin ETFs, and I think it's just one big distraction to keep people away from the real prizes, these ISO cryptocurrencies. XDC, a $10 plus trillion market opportunity by 2030. Real world asset market size, USD trillions of dollars. Everybody thinks everything's going to take until 2030. But right now, everything is getting fast-tracked and people are overlooking it. The world is moving at a very fast pace now. I think anything that we have valued out for 2030 is going to happen within the next couple of years. Because everything, once it starts to happen, mass adoption is going to happen as well. I think people are underestimating the time, because even 2 years ago, back in 2022, when Russia first announced the CBDC, I said, look, every single country's going to go fast track this now. Sure enough, they did. The same's going to happen around tokenization. That market is set to start to boom this year. Think about that. And you honestly think it's going to take 6 years to reach a $10 plus trillion market opportunity? No, it's going to happen over the coming years. And then beyond that, you've got to start to look at cross-border payments. And there's going to be a lot of payments inside of digital trade as well. People always think they have more time than they actually have, is what I'm saying. The pinnacle of trade finance on XDC, a full industry-grade DLT ecosystem perfectly fit for the future of global trade by unification, digitalization, standardization, tokenization, regulation, and globalization. Right now, we always hear about globalization, how everything is going to become one. I still think regulations are going to be global crypto regulations when they happen. And I think it's going to be an overnight event. I also think that once ISO goes live, it's going to happen very fast, all throughout 2024, because they never tell you when you should invest. You always got to get invested before it's too late, before it all happens. I say the same thing about everything around crypto, because we see these dates come and go, that people predict this to happen and they predict that to happen. Then one day you wake up and all of a sudden these cryptocurrencies are popping off and you're like, what the hell just happened? And then you find out the news, because everything in crypto seems to happen when we all least expect it. And I think we're going to see the same thing happen with XDC. I think a lot of the groundwork was done all throughout 2023. Now it's the year of value. What I like about XDC, XLM, and XRP is that IBM have links to all of them. Ever since the very first video I ever did on crypto, I said you got to pay attention to IBM. It's going to be key to that new financial system. And you're seeing everything come together around IBM still today. And this is going to play out over time. And a lot of people are really going to miss this opportunity. And it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity ever for mankind. Yet 95% of the population has no idea what transformation we are going through at the moment. And that's what's going on. You talk to people outside of crypto about digital trade, they don't even understand what you're talking about. Yet it's all happening right now. The digital age is here. And anybody who thinks that these cryptocurrencies, they're so focused on this next run up. I'm more focused on how XDC is going to continue to rise in value year over year. I don't think we're going to have to worry about the next big run up. I think we're going to see one massive run up that's going to continue on based on utility and real world use case. And just to be clear, I have been very proud of XDC for a long time, but you can see everything starting to come together and starting to roll out. Expansion will happen for years, but you can feel that XDC's real utility is about to kick in. Exciting times. And that's why I said, we are going to see utility kick in. And the price is going to go high. And a lot of people are going to sell, expecting that major pullback to happen. I'm not falling for that pullback is what I'm saying. Because once utility kicks in, nobody knows how long that can happen. Nobody knows how long the run can last. And they don't know how high the prices could get on these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. And that's why I'm so skeptical about selling my crypto. Because when you look at everything that's driving these cryptocurrencies, how it's tied to everything in the real world at the same time, you don't want to sell too soon. But until it all happens, you got to stay patient and stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.